the way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
And he remains the league's premier rushing threat and one of the biggest playmakers among quarterbacks. His goal each and every season, continue to expand his game as a passer and become well-rounded. All those highlight reel plays you see, they come off the fact that he can run it, throw it, and scares defenses every time he takes a snap.
Here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Henry. Yeah, he'll be stopped at about the 38 after a pickup of 4. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. They'll try the right side with Henry. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The handoff, running left, Henry. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. Running left, it's Henry. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Yeah, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Hey, report!
They'll run for it with Henry. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Report!
Again to Henry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. 3.5 to go, first quarter. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 9.
Go.
First carry now for Justice Hill. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll try to capitalize on play number 11 of this opening drive. 3rd and goal. He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
That one came up just a little bit short. I'm wondering, is he still a little bit tight as this game starts? What would you say? Maybe he's got to take the governor off of it?
Or maybe the donut off the baseball bat like the guys in the on-ball circle?
I like that. Yeah, just take that little extra weight off of him and start to play freely.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe. So it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? It got his man complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Xavier Worthy, 50 yards. And the Chiefs are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. And they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
No, we changed.
It's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, 66 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Yellow.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Now Mahomes steps away. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Yellow. Attack.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. From the 23, here's a second down and 9. Mahomes now to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Adafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So here's a 3rd and 14. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Come back.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Touchdown! Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, on the touchdown pass, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 8. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it culminates in a Travis Kelce touchdown. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Ravens ready to take over. And, CD, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. Last time, now you think about it, couldn't have been any simpler. One play, one pass, touchdown.
I know those coaches put a lot of work into this game plan, but I don't think they mind possessions like that at all. They just saved those calls for this possession instead.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. From the gun, Jackson. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a third down coming up. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Hey, report. Report.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They're looking deep here for Flowers. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens are back within a couple of the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And
this is intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess. That allows for extra yardage on the return.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
Hey, middle.
They go play action now. Jackson. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Call it a loss of 5. A big sack to bring up 3rd down. Play action. Now Jackson. Under pressure, they got him again. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Trying to lay one up deep. It's caught inside the 25. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Henry. Touchdown, Baltimore.
You think back to some of the great goal line bruisers of the past, the Earl Campbells, the John Riggins, the Marshawn Lynches. I think you can put Derrick Henry right in that group as he scores there with another patented Derrick Henry run.
Tucker now to add the point after. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. 5 plays there on that drive. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now here comes Kansas City.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. Now here's Mahomes. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The veteran Kyle Van Noy in there to drop him. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 29-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Mahomes going to throw. Flushed out right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That is caught by Rice for a Kansas City touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Extra point by Butker is on target. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. That time, a 9-play drive. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all done.
And Henry's hit. He lost the football. By the Chiefs, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Dancing to his left. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
2nd and 10.
They'll set up a throw. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a first down as well.
Yellow. Hey, 57 color, 57 color.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
15.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Butker on for the PAT. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense back out there. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
To about the 48-yard line.
You got to make a move.
2nd and 6.
You got to make it happen. You at X. You at X. Touch.
And the busy night for Henry continues. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
3rd and 5.
Change it.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he loses the football the 2nd time.
And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead. And it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
They've been brilliant, perfect on 4th down so far. 3 for 3, and they're going to try again here.
Hey, middle. Yeah.
They'll try and throw for it here. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently, so that's just going to be an incompletion. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Forced out to his left. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando. We now proceed to the start of the second half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three? Now a hit and a loose football. And it looks like the defense has got it. The Chiefs offense and Patrick Mahomes headed back onto the Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Yellow. Right side.
They go play fake. Mahomes being chased out left. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Steps away to his left. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes looking deep downfield.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick.
And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
15.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone, throwing it, He had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelsey, on the touchdown pass.
And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is up to 15 now. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it culminates in a Travis Kelsey touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
Throwing is Jackson.
To the right side, into the hands of Flowers.
And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Middle.
Jackson now.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now it's Jackson.
That's into the hands of Flowers over the middle.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
You at X. Go ahead.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Chiefs' 27.
Hey, Ozzy, shut up.
Now it's Jackson. He's got it complete to Aguilar. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, 27 yards.
And the Ravens are able to cut into that deficit.
Hey, Alfred, what? 13.
Jackson here, he's going to look to throw.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe
kick
a
out
few
of
more
bounds.
attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And it's straight. It's Pacheco. He'll get this up to about the 44.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
Oh, he's got some breathing room.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
That good for 19 and a first down.
Yellow.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here on this Thursday night match. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4.
Yellow.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco
From 17 yards out.
And the Chiefs have extended their lead to 15 now here in the 4th.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try.
Hey, rip list.
They'll try and run it here. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Here's Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. But if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flush to his right. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
A gain of 27 on the play. First down, Kansas City.
Throwing now is Mahomes. That's going to be caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, on a touchdown pass. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 24. 1 play, 2 plays, touchdown. That's all it took there. A very short and sweet drive that got him in the end zone. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Zay Flowers and his offense about to begin their next drive.
And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. You never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow, that's a really big game.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Jackson flushed out right.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
Well, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Throw left side complete. That's Wallace. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. To throw is Jackson. Open man left side is Wallace, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. Now Jackson. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
To throw again is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 15-yard line.
That's good for another Baltimore Ravens.
Here's Jackson to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick 6. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd.
Oh, and now some trickery. They fake the spike.
Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Chris Jones, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. He'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's Andrews. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 4th down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up. Give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.